Welcome to District Dialogues. My name is Marvin Arrington Jr., Fulton County Commissioner for District 5. District 5 encompasses the cities of Atlanta, South Fulton, East Point, Union City, and College Park. Some of the great landmarks in District 5 include Zoo Atlanta, the former Fort McPherson, which is now home to Tyler Perry's new movie studio, the Porsche headquarters, Camp Creek Marketplace, and my favorite, the Wolf Creek Amphitheater. During this show, we hope to share information about organizations, initiatives, and resources in Fulton County and for areas that I champion. So let's get straight to it. Please meet Joel Correa, Safe Families Office Managing Attorney of the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation. Welcome to the show, Joel.
Thank you.
Tell us about the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation and the type of services that you all offer.
The Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation is an organization that brings attorneys and the community in Atlanta together. Essentially, there is a community out there who needs access to attorneys, who needs access to information, needs access to resources, and the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation is here to partner with attorneys in the community and connect these folks so that they can have access to justice, access to resources, information that they need.
Thank you. So what is the Safe Families Office?
So the Safe Families Office is one of the programs that the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation has. It is specifically a walk-in clinic located in the Superior Court of Fulton County, and it is staffed with attorneys, staffed with social workers, with legal advocates. And what we do is we are there to assist petitioners of intimate partner abuse with protective orders. So we assist them from the moment they need to come into the courthouse to file a protective order to all the way to the very end where they're going to court against an abuser and needing representation against them.
What type of services does the Safe Families Office offer?
We offer, part of the services that we offer are, like I mentioned, social work services. And in addition, we partner with another organization called the Partnership Against Domestic Violence, which is the largest domestic violence shelter provider in the state of Georgia. So as you can imagine, we have folks who come in who really have nowhere to go. They're fleeing an abusive situation. So they have nowhere else to go, and having an organization like PADV, in short, is an excellent partnership there. So we offer shelter services to those who need them. We offer social work services if somebody needs access to maybe childcare or some sort of emergency resources. We're there to assist with that and in assistance with getting a protective order as well.
Does the Safe Families Office offer services to everyone?
We offer services to every victim of intimate partner abuse in Fulton County. So anyone in the Fulton County area who is a resident of Fulton County or who would like to file a protective order against an abuser who resides in Fulton County will come through the Fulton County Family Division, who will then refer them to our office. We see about maybe 3,500 people a year or so in this office. So it's everyone who has been a victim of intimate partner abuse.
For the benefit of our listening audience, what is a temporary protective order or a TPO?
A temporary protective order is actually a civil order. It's a civil remedy that is granted by the Superior Court of Fulton County. And this is essentially a restraining order against someone who has been abusive or someone who has committed family violence or who's been engaging in stalking behavior against another person. And this victim can come to court and file a protective order and get that relief, essentially. It's a civil order, so there's no need for a crime to be prosecuted or this particular person to post bail or bond to be able to get some sort of relief. It's just anyone who's experienced that could come and file themselves in court.
What are the steps to obtain a TPO in Fulton County?
So it's actually a two-step process, and the first process is going to be by coming to the Fulton County Courthouse and filing a petition, and that same day they file a petition, they will likely going to go see a judge that same day for what we call ex parte hearings. And these ex parte hearings are essentially just informal judges talking to the petitioners without the other party there. What's going on? Is this an emergency? Is there a need for an emergency order? And that order, if it gets granted, will be good for 30 days or so. And within those 30 days, the other party has to be served with this order. And then once they are served, they can appear in court, both parties can, and have a hearing for an extended order for up to 12 months. So that's the second part of that process.
Does Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation partner with any other agencies or organizations?
We do, in fact. We're part of what we call the Victims Legal Assistance Network, which involves several organizations here in the Atlanta area, or the metro Atlanta area, including organizations such as Partnership Against Domestic Violence, United Way, Atlanta Legal Aid, Fulton County as well. So I apologize to anyone I didn't mention, but it is a conglomerate of organizations and agencies that work together to bring a sort of unified front of services to victims.
Tell us, how can our audience stay in touch with the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation?
Well, they can visit our website. I invite anyone who was interested in exploring not just the services that I've talked about today with the Safe Families Office, but anyone who's experiencing maybe issues in housing, maybe need to speak to an attorney about housing issues, to visit our website, www.avlf.org, is a great starting point for everyone. We are also, like I mentioned before, located in the Fulton County Superior Court. Thankful in part for Fulton County for allowing us to be there as well and giving us that space to operate for all these petitioners.
Thank you so much, Mr. Correa.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on the segment today.
We will be right back with our D5 Spotlight. Stay with us. Welcome back. In our D5 Spotlight, we recognize organizations and individuals who are striving to empower their communities in our county. Our next guest is Nikisha Butler, Program Director of New Beginnings Life Changing Network. Welcome to the show, Nikisha.
Hello, how are you?
Tell us a little about New Beginnings Life Changing Network.
New Beginnings Life Changing Network is a private child placement agency. We are located in Atlanta, Georgia, and we work with foster children throughout the whole state of Georgia.
What are some of your agency's goals and objectives?
Some of the agency's goals and objectives is to provide safety, permanency, and well-being for kids who have been placed in the foster care system and have been taken away from their caregivers due to abuse or neglect.
What types of situations bring children into the foster care system?
It can range from a variety of different things. Being abused by a caretaker, being physically abused by a caretaker, being neglected, the loss of a parent or a loved one, things of that nature brings kids into the foster care system.
And what are the requirements for becoming a foster parent?
In order to become a foster parent, you have to be over the age of 21 and complete an application, which is provided by our agency.
What qualities do you look for in potential foster parents?
We're looking for someone who's dependable, someone who's loyal, someone who's dedicated to care for children who have been abused, neglected, or taken away from their biological families, or someone who has had guardianship over that child. Sometimes the kids who come into care, they've been adopted by someone outside of their regular family's settings. So anyone who has a desire to help a child that's in need.
What types of support does New Beginnings offer for foster parents?
We will give the foster parents who become fostered up under our agency a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week support, meaning you can call us, we'll be there, come to your home, help you with any needs that may arise with the foster child, advocate for you with the supports throughout the state or with DFACS or anything that you need for that particular child.
How can our viewers contact you if they or someone they know would like to become a foster parent?
They could contact our main office at 404-298-0888, or they can contact me via email at nbutler@nbnfostercare.org.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Stay with us, everyone. We will have a special guest in our art segment. Please come back. I am the proud executive sponsor of Arts and Culture for Fulton County. I also serve on the Atlanta-Fulton County Recreation Authority and the Arts Commission for the National Association of Counties. In our arts segment, I like to highlight arts and culture organizations and programs in Fulton County and specifically in District 5. Today, please meet Micah Brown, member of Soul Food Cypher. Welcome to the show, Micah.
Thank you for having me today.
So tell us, what is the Soul Food Cypher?
So what Soul Food Cypher is, it is pretty much just a way to express yourself through voice, and we also reach the community as well. So that's simply Soul Food Cypher in a nutshell.
Please tell us what some of the activities or milestones that you and Soul Food Cypher have accomplished.
The biggest activities and milestones that Soul Food Cypher has accomplished is we work with the Cadesi schools, and we also are partnered with the Boys and Girls Club in and around Metro Atlanta. So we teach, not only do we teach the youth how to freestyle, but we also teach them how to use their voice effectively.
How has Soul Food Cypher transformed you?
Soul Food Cypher has transformed me in not only being more aware and more conscious of the type of MC that I am, because I have to put a positive message out there. They've also helped me further myself in being an MC. This year, I was the first African American to perform with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And they continue to make strides that way, but they also continue to help me push the envelope and teach people through a positive way.
All right, so you got to tell me and the listening audience, where is the next Soul Food Cypher?
So all of our ciphers are located at the Annex Bookstore. It's at 748 Marietta Street here in downtown Atlanta.
How can our audience stay in touch with you and find out more about the Soul Food Cypher?
You can reach out to Soul Food Cypher just by that name, Soul Food Cypher. You guys can look us up on the internet. We have an IG spelled the same way, Soul Food Cypher, Facebook, Soul Food Cypher, and we have a website, Soul Food Cypher. We update it constantly with our events, and you guys can get on the registry, so where you register, we can send you out all of our events anytime.
Thank you for coming to the show today.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, our Did You Know segment. Stay tuned. As we close out today's show, we would like to provide information about Fulton County Services in our Did You Know segment. Please meet Ellis Eli Jones, Environmental Health Deputy with Fulton County Board of Health, as he shares information about mosquito prevention.
Hello, I'm Eli Jones, Deputy Director of Fulton County Environmental Health with the Fulton County Board of Health. I'm here to explain the mosquito prevention services that Fulton County Environmental Health has. Fulton County Environmental Health provides mosquito prevention services for all highly susceptible populations. That's senior citizens of Fulton County, senior citizen centers, and all the Fulton County parks where young individuals may be who are highly susceptible populations and more at risk to getting bit by a mosquito. What Fulton County Environmental Health Services does is for any area or facility or home that might be overrun with mosquitoes, we'll provide a free site assessment. The Fulton County Environmental Specialist will then visit the site of the problem, assess it by doing a tip and toss campaign that we follow from the Department of Public Health of Georgia. After we do that, we educate the individual who is there on how to prevent their place and safeguard it from mosquitoes. It can be anything from tipping over a bird bath, tipping over a small toy that's holding water, or either a kiddie pool that's holding water. Anything that holds water can breed mosquitoes, all the way down to the size of a Coca-Cola cap. If it can hold water, it can breed mosquitoes, so always tip it out. The other thing that we do, if it's something that can't be resolved through the tip and toss campaign, then we can send our contractors out to do barrier spraying. And that way it rids the area of mosquitoes temporarily until another good rain comes and dilutes the population of the mosquitoes.
Thank you, Eli, for that information on Fulton County Board of Health and Environmental Health. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to invite you to stay connected with my office. You can reach us by phone, email, website, and through our social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching District Dialogues. We'll see you next time.